What is up, ladies and gents, Ghost here, Dragon's Teeth. It's finally here, and today I've got a bit of a guide for you lot on where to find all of the triggers for the Levolution events in the various maps. I'm also going to be going over where to find all the battle pickups, also a few Easter eggs. I'm going to have to split this one into two videos because there is quite a lot of content to get through for each map. So today I'm going to be doing Pearl Market and Lumphini Gardens, and tomorrow I will go over Sunken Dragon and Propaganda. Alright, so starting off here on Lumphini Gardens, if you make your way up to the top platform, right above A flag, you will get your grubby little mitts on the AMR2. It's also a great place to snipe from, so what a good place to have a sniper rifle. Now, if you make your way along the train tracks here, go to the second train carriage, you'll actually find a box that you can detonate. Now, if you use this box and wait a few seconds, it will actually destroy a large section of the bridge. Not too shabby of a Levolution event at all there. So this is for the main Levolution event, the Mudslide. In order to trigger this, you need to hit two separate switches. One of them is right here on the south side of the map. In fact, they're both on the south side of the map. One hut will be marked A and one will be marked B. So this is the A hut. As you can see, all you need to do is go to the switch panel there and hit E. And you can see here that you can either increase or decrease the water pressure by opening or closing those flaps there. Now, once you've increased the water pressure at one side, you've got to go, of course, over to the other side and do exactly the same thing. And if nobody turns it off in time, then you're going to have a very messy day. All I can say is don't stand in the way of this the way that I did. I thought I was clear of it. Turns out it's actually a much bigger, wide area spread than I first anticipated. So as you can see afterwards, it completely changes the map here. There's just this huge, massive mound of mud going up under the bridge. It even surpasses the height of the bridge. It just covers everywhere. And it really changes things, especially for people who are up on the bridge sniping. Now here we are at the opposite end of the bridge to where I started the video, so where I showed you the sniper pickup and blowing up the bridge before. This is the opposite end, and here you can find the M32 grenade launcher, which is a nifty little pickup, if I do say so myself. Now, as you venture a little bit closer along the bridge here, you're going to find yet another detonation box, and I'm sure you guys can probably guess what this is for. Blowing up the other end of the bridge, because if you can blow up one part, why not blow up two parts, right? It's a lot of fun. I'm not really sure what the advantage of doing this is, because it just means that it's actually going to be harder to surpass the bridge and get towards your enemy's objective. But I suppose if you're closer to being spawn raped, this might be in your favour to actually blow the bridge up and stop the enemy from crossing. Here we are over at B flag, and if you wondered where you can find good old Walle on this particular map, this is where he'll be on a crate there, and it says "Rawr!" I don't know why, it must be some T-Rex reference or something. No, I'm only joking. You guys know what it stands for. Although I must say that the proper name for this thing always seems to escape me. So just before we go over to Pearl Market, I wanted to show you guys where an Easter egg is. So here we are back at the B hut where you activate the Levolution event. Blow open the door and you will find this tiny little radio on the floor that you can interact with. Now, I don't know if you guys can hear that properly in the background there, but essentially what happens when you interact with it is nothing. It waits for a minute, you hear a clicking noise, it waits for a minute, and then it comes with some sort of an error noise, very similar to the buttons that I believe Jack Frags found on Rogue Transmission that triggered the T-Rex dinosaur roar. Now, if you head over to A hut, there is also another radio inside of that hut. And at first I suspected it was the same sort of thing as on Rogue Transmission. You had to get somebody to help you and press the buttons at the same time. And I actually tried this out. I got Paolo, one of my great subscribers, to come and mumble and help me, and we did a countdown. We pressed both of the buttons at the same time, but alas, it didn't seem to do anything. And actually, I was a little bit doubtful of that, because I don't think that DICE would put the same solution to an Easter egg in the game, especially not an Easter egg that was this easy to find. Welcome to Pearl Market, guys. Ever wondered which phone you should choose for your next one? How about a smartphone 5? Apparently this one comes with 7G rather than 3G or 4G, so they are like way ahead of us in terms of phone technology in the Battlefield universe. So there is a hell of a lot of battle pickups in this map, more than any of the other 3 maps in fact, and this is where you can find the first Walle. Yes, I do say the first Walle because there are actually 2 of them, so Robot Wars, it's a thing, it's gonna happen. Somebody needs to make a Robot Wars video, maybe I should do that in fact, but yeah, that's where you will find the first one, close to the E flag there. Now, if you ever find yourself sunbathing on the rooftop and all of a sudden you get the urge to headshot some people, just jump in this window here and go and pick up the AMR2. This is actually the close quarters combat version, so I think it comes with a 3.4 times scope, which is of course very nice for this particular map size. So close to this vending machine at a building to the west of E is where you will find the second Walle pickup, or the raw pickup. It's just so much easier to say Walle. And here we go guys, Robot Wars times. I told you, it's a thing. Climb up on top of this building here at the C flag alleyway, and yet another battle pickup. The M136CS can be yours. Great for taking down that annoying enemy Amtrak. Now, in terms of Levolution on this map, it's kind of lacking. There really isn't anything. There's certainly no big Levolution event. In fact, the only thing I can actually find is these shutters here that come down on top of this building underneath the C flag. So, not really too crazy, but it is a nice little place to actually camp out and defend C. So on to the fun stuff, on to the Easter eggs. Now, I got into this house here, close to C flag, once again, you can see on the map there. There is just like a ton of writing on this whiteboard here, and I'm not going to tell you guys what it says everywhere because there is just so much of it, but you guys can go and find this yourself and read it over. I have no idea if this is anything pertinent to the Easter egg hunt, to the Phantom Prospect, or anything like that. It could just be complete bollocks that DICE have just decided to put in there. Maybe they just let their developer team loose and said, hey guys, just draw something random, we're going to stick it in one of the levels. Maybe it has absolutely no relation to the Phantom Prospect, but then again, maybe it does, because at the end of the day, it is really a load of nonsense and randomness that has to be deciphered by far cleverer people than me. Alright guys, one last battle pickup here, yet another M136. So if you find yourself on the opposite side of the map with the Amtrak pestering you, don't forget about this little pickup. Now, this Easter egg here is very interesting. You guys can see where I am on the map here, right next to E. And what I've done is I have RPG'd that wall up there. Now, I'm going to go take the staircase here, go all the way up to the top, and I'm going to show you guys what is inside there. It's pretty strange. It's kind of difficult to get down here. You kind of have to crouch and edge your way along this little concrete wall there, and then just daintily fall down on top of this sign. And what's inside? Yep, toy T-Rexes and ducks. Don't ask me. I have no idea. I know the T-Rex thing, you know, dinosaurs. It's a long-running DICE thing. It's been put in Rogue Transmission. Dinosaur references I've been put in so much. In fact, there's also been a dinosaur Easter egg found on Sunken Temple that I will show you guys in the next video. Alrighty guys, so that about wraps this one up. I hope you found this useful and informative, and in the next video we will be covering Sunken Dragon and Propaganda. Until then, hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.